into the life and story of Tully Kearney, my lovely listeners need to learn a bit more about you. So what we do for that is we have a little section called the Quickfires, and this is literally just a yes or no, this or that. Really straightforward. So, for example, the first one is always cup of tea or a cup of coffee.
Okay, it's tea.
Tea? Strong. You're the first one. I think everybody else I spoke to seems to be running on fumes. You must have it together because everybody else is drinking coffee, trying to stay awake. So you must have your stuff together.
I think swimmers are just kind of a different breed where we don't need coffee to get through.
You're sick of fluids. You're like, I spend my whole life in water. I just want rid of it. Okay, right. A night out or a night in? Which one are you more likely to go for?
Night in.
Oh, I love that. Question following that: if you're to sit there and watch the telly on a night in, are you a series or a movies kind of person?
Ooh. It depends on what mood. I'd probably say more likely series.
I love that. I've been getting into The Boys recently. If you've not watched that, you should get involved. It's pretty. You've not watched it?
No.
Oh, incredibly violent, but really, really funny. Right, if you had to get rid of one tomorrow, so it could not exist in the world, would you get rid of sport or dogs?
Oh no, that's a horrible question. I've literally got like my dog's face before he died on my t-shirt. Like you can't ask me that.
We'll give it an indecisive. We'll give it.
Can it be a certain sport? Does it have to be all sport?
Swimming.
No. Oh no, that's horrible.
You can't pick a sport you don't play. That'd be easy.
I don't want to get rid of dogs, but I can't get rid of my sport.
We'll go with neither. You'll have to keep both. I'll let you off because you gave the concussion story, so you get your one free pass. Okay, if you're in the car and you're trying to get to somewhere, are you more likely to listen to the playlist or the radio?
Radio.
Oh, I like that. I'm the first radio listener in a while. I'm a big radio fan. Right. Socks and sliders, are they socially acceptable? Yes or no? No, not a fan. Right. If we're trying to get something organized, are you more likely to text the group or are you the one that gets the FaceTime on the go and says, let's get this organized?
Text.
Love that. Sweet or salted popcorn in the movies?
Salted.
Nice. Twitter or Instagram if you had to get rid of one tomorrow?
I'd get rid of Twitter.
Lovely. If you could be in one universe, would you rather be in the Star Wars universe or the Lord of the Rings universe?
Got to be honest, I've not watched either.
Tully. There's been a few, so I can't spoil it because you're the first episode of the season, but there's a few that haven't seen them either, so some bonus content, I'm going to have to get the group together and we're going to have a watch along and we can review because I'm telling you, you're missing out. Okay, we'll try this one. What's your go-to Disney movie?
Uh, 101 Dalmatians, I guess. That's Disney.
It's a great film. Great film. Do you have a favourite quote that you like to live by?
This has kind of changed over the years.
Okay.
Because I used to really like if I don't try hard today, someone else will. However, that doesn't really work with my life anymore. So I quite like if you can see it, you can be it. That's kind of the one that I'm angry.
I like that. I like both of them. You could keep both of them, but I like the new one. That's the good one. If you can see it, you can be it. That's very inspirational as well. Was that the motto for the Paralympics a few years ago? No.
Probably.
Was that one of the taglines they used? I can't remember. Well, either way, I like it. I think it's really good, and I do think it is a great point. I think there's a lot of situations where that is true. You smashed it. Right. What is your go-to fast food if you're having just like a nice lazy day? I don't want to cook. What's your favorite go-to takeaway fast food place?
Probably say Indian. There's like I'm quite restricted because I can't eat onion or garlic or lactose.
Oh no.
So, but there's one place that we know, like back in Birmingham, that's local, and they actually make me a curry without onion or garlic. So it's amazing.
I love that. You Birmingham originally?
So I was born in Nottingham, and then we moved around a lot because my dad was in the army. But we settled in Birmingham when I was about 7.
All right.
So my whole career was starting in Birmingham.
Class. I'm Solly Hull, so I'm familiar with that neck of the
Alright.
woods, and I can appreciate the fact you like a good curry from there because there's a lot of good curry in that area.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, there you go. That's quick fire. True quick fire is done now. We just need to do the one, which is one of the questions I gave you a bit of time for. What is your favorite piece of memorabilia you've managed to collect on your sporting journey so far?
So this was kind of a hard one because stuff I got from Tokyo is obviously quite meaningful, but actually one of my favorite things was I went to the World School Games in Sao Paulo in 2014 and we swapped kits. So I actually have a Brazilian team, like it's kind of like a tracksuit top, like a zip top, and
That's cool.
that's probably my favorite because it's just really cool.
I like that because they're not things you can go out and buy either. Like football
Yeah.
kits, you can kind of go and buy new one, but like Brazilian swimming kit, that's pretty unique.
Yeah.
I love that.
And it changes every year as well. So every year the patterns and the
Mhm.
brands sometimes are different. So it's like it's quite unique to that one year.
That's cool. I love it when people talk to us about swapping kits. Swapping kits must be the best part of being a professional athlete.
Yeah.
Do you now do that now as well? Do you like try like run around at like the in the call room and you run around like, does anybody want to swap kit?
Not in the
I need
call.
some memories.
Usually like at the end. But the issue is like as the years have gone on, we get less and less kit, we get less race suits, less caps. So people are more reluctant to want to change because if they rip a cap, like so
Mhm.
the biggest thing about making a big swim team is getting your name on your swimming hat.
Right.
And if you only get 3 of them and like they do rips, so like you rip one and you've already given 1 or 2 away, then like that's why people are like, oh well, I don't really want to give one because we only got 2 or 3 this year. But it is harder now.
That's tough. So what you're saying is we need to find a way to make sure that you guys get more kit so you can do a bit more collection swapping.
Yeah.
Right. So if there's one thing the higher ups take away from this, we're needing at least 7 or 8 swim caps per meet. That's what I'm learning here.
Yeah.
See, it's got the vote of approval. You're not going to argue with MBE, are you? I'm not doing it. Right. Speaking of that, I'm looking forward to this answer now. Then, what's a piece of memorabilia you want to add to your collection?
I think one thing that would be quite cool is that I know that some of the other swimmers have had they've had like rings or necklaces made with like the Paralympic logo. So I think after Paris that'd be quite a cool thing to add. I don't know if that counts as memorabilia.
Yeah, I think so. You're getting it made in a sporting occasion. That counts.
Yeah.
Plus, it'll be something you can wear all the time as well. If it's a ring or a necklace, like, it'll be something you don't have to take off all the time. So that'll be good.
Yeah.
I love that. A ring to commemorate Paris. We'll go there, or necklace, but we'll go with it. Hey, thank you for listening to this Clips episode on YouTube. And then if you want to hear the whole podcast, you can find them on Apple or Spotify, as well as the full video version on this YouTube channel, alongside all the other great content we produce on a weekly basis. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you again on another Clips episode or in the full episode podcast. Tweet us, tag us, let us know what you thought. All the links are down in the description. It means the world that you guys come and support us, so thank you very much.